Hello, everybody. It's Eddie here with Salon Staffing Concierge. How are you guys out there on this terrific Thursday? I'm sorry I'm a day late, but I am here and I am here to deliver. So hope you guys are out there making it a fantastic week and really gearing up for an amazing weekend. The weather is definitely in our favor and things are starting to let up and pick up and open up and all that good stuff. And I hope you guys are out there staying safe and staying focused and remaining positive during all this chaos. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about kind of what I've been, as I've been observing and noticing that there are a lot of salons and spas out there. And I know I talk about this constantly, that there are a lot of salons and spas currently hiring. And part of the reason why I wanted to focus on this today is because I feel like there are still a lot of you out there in this industry that are currently either unemployed, still looking, or probably just don't get it, that there is always going to be a better opportunity out there for you. And my job here is to ensure that you really understand that there are other opportunities and that you should never really shut down those opportunities, because it could be your next big move, right? So my question to you is, are you prepared for your next adventure in your career? And a lot of times we don't really think about that because we're so stuck in the routine of the same thing every single day. And it almost becomes insane, right? Because you're doing, you love what you do, but you're doing the same thing over and over, and you're really not, because you're so stuck in your bubble that you don't really think about what else is out there and what could be better for you in terms of, boosting and elevating your career. And that is something that I'm really big about and very passionate about. Is I'm always looking to see what's next and how can I grow my business, grow my skill, elevate my profession. And so these are things that I think a lot of you are kind of just either putting in the back burner or and leaving it there, or just not really making it a focus, or just not really interested, and if you're not interested, and that's totally fine. I mean, a lot of you are just stuck, you're fine where you're at, and that's perfectly fine. You don't want to grow your business. You also don't want to grow your skill, and that's totally your decision, and I respect that. But for those of you that are in this industry, in this business, and you're just unsure about what is next, or what you can be doing that could be better, and there's always going to be better out there, you guys, and that's just, those are facts. There's just always going to be better opportunities. There's always going to be something there that we just may not see. And my job is to bring that information to you. And although I'm not able to disclose any salons that I do business with, because for privacy purposes, unless you're absolutely interested, then we, share that information with you. But there are a lot of salons and spas that are looking for amazing talent such as yourself. So if you're unsure about what you want to do next in your career or what's your next move, get in touch with me. I am here to assist. I am here to work with you, and I am here to validate you and get you going into the right direction and place you in the environment that you deserve, and so that you can make it rewarding. Then my next topic would be that I want to talk about is, knowing what you want is one thing, but how you're going to get there is a completely different thing, because there are steps, there's actions that you have to take. There are a lot of things that you have to look at. You have to look at pros and cons. You have to look at advantages and disadvantages, locations, et cetera, et cetera. There's just a number of things that you have to look at or look into. And so the reason that I want to bring that up is because as we're kind of adjusting, well, not kind of, really adjusting to this new normal and this new way of life, we have to ensure that we are not only keeping our options open, that we are eyes and ears, on target, and that we are that we know that we're aware of what's going on within your industry. But we also have to ensure that we're taking time to map out what is to come and map out where we want to go or what we want to do. And as I've mentioned before, that everyone's situation is unique. It's different. It will vary from person to person, from professional to professional. So don't compare yourself to others and what they're going through. I think it's something that we tend to do as human beings, as emotional human beings, and it's normal. But I highly encourage you to just really try to focus on your unique situation and try to figure out ways that you can elevate your situation and make it better, and mapping that out as far as what's next in your career move, and then how are you going to get there, what are the steps you're going to take, and not only steps, you guys, it's really about taking actions and making it happen. And so a lot of times we have A, B, and C on the table, but we never get started, or we never come up with a plan, or as I call a POA, plan of execution, which I think is critical to steering you into the right direction. And I tell you right now that it's not easy to get going into the right direction. You've got to have a POA, and it's extremely, extremely important so that you can ensure that you are starting off strong, and that you have an idea of where you're going with your goal and your plan. So highly encourage you to really take some time to come up with that plan of action, and know what are the steps that you need to take to get there, and have a goal. And it's just extremely important and extremely critical, and I cannot stress enough on that. My next topic that I want to talk about is building a stellar resume, and I'm gonna go more into detail on that next week, in next week's video, on how you can actually make your resume really stand out. And I've talked about creating a stellar or polished professional resume, even in this industry, and how important that is, because as you start to navigate through this new normal, as you start to really think about what is your next adventure in your career and what are the steps you're going to take, it's really important that you have something physical, such as a professional resume or a profile video, to really sell yourself. And that is just, it's extremely important, because employers, as well as staffing agencies such as myself, we want to see that, and we want to get to know you before we actually get to know you. And the reason that I've always pushed profile videos is because your professional resume is just one way of really telling us about you, telling us about your skill, telling us just in detail everything we need to know about you. But your profile video is more about personality and more about etiquette, and just really more about you and as a person, and the way that your communication and so on and so forth. So I always encourage you to really have those two on hand, as well as always your portfolio. And so I want to get more into detail on the professional resume, as well as the profile video in next week's video. We'll go more into detail on that. And if you guys need help on building that, please reach out. I'm here for you. And so today's video is, again, really focusing on what is your next move in your next in your career, in your industry. What is your next adventure? And you should never not turn down or you should never turn down any new opportunities that are out there or that come to you. So I highly encourage you to get in touch with me to find out more about who's hiring in your area, what salons and spas are hiring, and if you are looking, you guys, it's totally fine if you're just if you are just wanting to get in touch because you might be looking or you are unsure. I'm here for that, and I'm here for that reason, and I have a purpose, and I am on a mission, and I am here for you. So I encourage you to get in touch and find out what's out there, and find out who's hiring and what they're looking for. And again, I stress, we are 100% confidential, so we'll never disclose your name, we'll never disclose where you work. The conversations and the dialogue that we have amongst one another is completely 100% confidential. So never be concerned that we will expose you until you are ready to actually meet with that potential employer. So last but not least, I wanted to share with you guys some really exciting, cool news that I just got a call from Douglas J. Aveda Institute that they want me to come and educate and public speak to a lot of their current and upcoming students, as well as upcoming graduates, on their next chapter and their next move and kickstarting their new adventure in this industry. So I'm really excited about that, and I'm so grateful that I was asked, and I will most absolutely be sharing more information on that once I get the opportunity to talk more about that. So, all right, guys, but that's all I have for you guys. Make it a terrific Thursday and a fantastic week ahead. And again, as always, just stay focused, stay motivated. Look at your options, please. I think that I know that there's definitely so much out there that you should really look into. There's always going to be a better opportunity. So that's all I have for you guys. Make it a great week, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Ciao for now. Bye.